was Jane Malinsky, Stuart Granger was James Stewart, and our first guest tonight was Priscilla White. Believe it or not. She's waiting in our London studios for us now. Please welcome Cilla Black. Hi Cilla, how are you?
Well, good evening, Steve. I'm lovely. I'm dead chuffed to be on your show.
Oh, thank
Mind you. No, I have to say, Steve, I've never heard of you.
But
I have to say, no, Steve, let me go on, because I'm going to verify that.
Yes.
I've been on the phone to a few Aussie friends over here, and Dave Edna, who's a great friend of mine, you know, she does an awful lot of work and really promotes Australia. Oh, we adore. I mean, Australia's my second home. Anyway, I spoke to her, and she said that you have, is this true, that you have the most sexiest smile on television?
Well,
is that right?
It's just a little thing I do, Cilla. I don't like to talk about it a lot. Now,
mind you, in the second breath, she actually said, you've got teeth like a bunch of bananas. Is that
right? Would you please sing Cilla Black? No, you go. No. Cilla, you are, of course, no stranger to Australia, but you've got a show over there that's seen by millions of people that we don't know a lot about here. It's called Surprise, Surprise. Tell us about that show.
Well, basically, that's the umbrella, that's what it is. You know, we just leap out at people and say, surprise, surprise. It's a kind of, it's been likened to, but it isn't anything like This Is Your Life. Caring people, you know, people who have done a great deal for the community, we sort of reward them in a way, whether it's a reward being on television, but we reward them by a sort of spot on the telly. It's their night.
That's certainly a long way from your early days with the Beatles, and in fact we have a clip of this. I think you'll be surprised, genuinely surprised with this one.
With your hand resting in mine, I feel a power so divine. You're my world, you're my life, and you're my world, you're every breath.
Do you recall when that was done?
Oh, yes, I do. It was the last time I was a virgin. I remember.
The last time.
You heard it first on the Steve Vizard show. Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, happy times for me. It was absolutely terrific.
Do you ever see Paul or Ringo or George these days?
We all exchanged Christmas cards and, you know, birthday cards and things like that.
Yeah.
But no, we don't, because we all have different lives, you know. Except our Robert, my eldest lad, is a very dear friend, not through me, not through the family, with Mary McCartney. They're just dreadfully good mates. Nothing in it, though.
Cilla, you are...
Mind you, I'm upset about
Cilla, I'm trying to get onto your record and you just keep on talking. Now, Cilla, moving on to the record rapidly, because we're going to lose this satellite. You have a new record out. It's called Cilla's World, and it's predominantly for kids, but in fact it's for all people. Tell us about the record.
Well, everything like Australia's been very lucky for me. And this is no bull, like, you know, Americans come on and say, oh, gee, I love your wonderful country. This is not a load
You, in fact, hate Australia.
No, listen, I was coming to Australia practically before you were born. So I'm more at home in Australia. Back in '65, I started going to Aussie. Anyway, that's beside the point. I went to Australia about 7 years ago, doing my yearly tours, as is my wont, and I saw a show called Perfect Match, which I loved, and I brought it back, and we call it Blind Date over here, and it's still quite big, please God, over here. And through that, people in Australia, especially, you know, Chris Gilby and Joanne Peterson, who used to be Brian Epstein's secretary, they were wanting to put a children's album together, and they thought, oh, who would be the perfect lady to do this? And they come up with me. Now, in all my years of recording, I've never ever done a children's album, plus the fact, one with a message, but which is fun. You know, I mean, I know with my own kids, you try to educate them on certain things, and if you can't have a laugh about it, then they don't want to know. And this was a perfect vehicle for me to do this. I don't know how it's going over there. I think it's just been not long been released, so I've got my fingers crossed, because not only are we doing the album,
Sorry,
we're also... Steve!
Cilla! Cilla, I didn't mean to cut it, but we've got this floor manager and he's going like that a lot, and I've just got to get, before we lose the satellite, I've got to get a clip of the Panda song.
Oh, please.
May I just cut in with a clip of the Panda song? Cilla, from the record, the Panda song. Have a quick look at this.
Take a gander at a panda, if they have one at the zoo. He's all the way from China, and he only eats bamboo. If you want to take his picture, black and white will do. Take a gander at a panda next time you're at the zoo.
Cilla, I wish we could talk for longer. In fact, we must do next time you're out here, because it's been a great pleasure talking to you. That's the record, Cilla's World. I suggest that everybody go and get that, if only to hear Cilla sing the Panda song. And I hope we do see you out here, Cilla. It's been a great delight. Would you thank Cilla Black?
Welcome to Cilla's World.
Take a gander at a panda, if they have one at the zoo.
Don't argue with an elephant. You won't look very
Cilla Black brings to life 16 fabulous songs about crazy animals in our precious world in Cilla's World.
What we need is a little more green and a little less.
Buy them Cilla's World this Christmas.